starting. 皆さん、こんばんは。今日のゲストはドラムスです。Nuts.
Yeah, hi. I'm Nuts.
I'm doing my best Japanese here. We've got all our notes. We've been working out what we're going to say. There may be music. 2 weeks and you're into. Hello everybody, by the way, in comments. Hello Kaz. Hello Nosh. Hello Frederick. Hello Masaru. Hello Ty. Hello Rena. Hey Rena, are you there, Rena? We may need you later. 2 weeks and you're in Tokyo. Yes, and in the second week you'll be on this show. Don't forget. Yes, that's Rena, or yes, that's Mashu pretending to be Rena, or Rena pretending to be Mashu. Welcome everybody. Right, tonight there may be music. I tried setting up my drums, but both Nuts and I are confined for space, so we may not drum. But this may change. So, tonight we have with us, as most of you probably already know, a death metal drummer. And I was quite curious, how does one become a death metal drummer? So my first question to Nuts is, good evening, Nuts. Welcome. Nice to see you. Excuse me. Pardon my Japanese, but Ichiban. ロックを聴き始めたのは何歳の時でしたか? And Nuts will now explain what I just said.
English? Or
English.
Yeah. English, okay. When I was 13 or 14 years old, I was a junior high school student.
Yeah. Yes, that's when you started first listening to rock music. That's right. Yeah. And what was the first band that you listened to?
First band.
First band that made you want to, made you interested in death metal.
X-Japan.
X-Japan. If everybody, that's quite a famous Japanese heavy rock band. I mean, if you're familiar with the Japanese rock scene, which I'm not, and I had to look that up on Wikipedia. but you were telling me earlier you bought a particular record by them. What was it? Blue something? Blue
Blood.
Blue Blood.
Yes.
Hello, Robert. Hello. Manami-san. Manami is here. And Tokyo Joe is here. And Eric. Eric is here. Hi, Eric. They're all going to now sort of, in the replay, criticize my Japanese. And possibly my Japanese teacher. I sent her the link. And I would like to thank my Japanese teacher, arigato, Elka Sensei, because she did all the furigana for me. So yes, Blue Blood by I'm going to try. This may not work, and I don't care about copyright. Who's making money? Not me. I'm going to try and play you a little bit of Blue Blood. This is the record. This is the sound. I mean, the picture might not be very good, but the this is what inspired Nuts to transfer from J-pop to heavy metal. I shall go over here and I shall start play. This is. Can anybody hear that? Can you hear it, Nuts? Audience, yeah. Can you hear that? Is it loud enough?
No.
It's not very loud.
Yeah.
Is that better? Demonetized. Yes, I've lost all of about 0.0001 cent. Okay, that's enough of that. That was Blue Blood.
Yes.
But before Blue Blood, you were telling me. So I was quite curious because when does a 10-year-old girl get into death metal? And what you were listening to before death metal? And quite different. I shall ask in my best Japanese. はじめと肩6の CD は何でしたか? And that was
This is Blue Blood of X Japan. I was a strange kid because this album was released 20 years ago from the day I bought it.
Oh, I think a lot of us are like that. We're slow to catch up. I was listening to rock and roll when it was about 30 years out of date. So deported. Who's been deported? But the screen is a mess. Yes, it's just my app. Just be glad that my camera has not given up on us, Kaz. So yes, I tried. You'll just have to imagine what X Japan looks like. He's got long hair and looks vaguely female. What's he called? What's the drummer called in X Japan?
Yoshiki.
Yoshiki. Yeah, that's right. So where were we? Yes. I'm going to ask this in English because it's such a long sentence.
Okay.
It's question number 5. Did you start by liking death metal, or did you start liking another kind of rock and then move to death metal? Because X Japan is really not death metal, is it? It's not death metal strictly. It's
X Japan songs are one of metal song, and I haven't been like some band except X Japan. Those are almost metal song, and I like X Japan now too. And
but did you move quite quickly from liking X Japan? Did you move quite quickly to getting sort of more and more extreme? For example, Slayer. You have the T-shirt there. Slayer. They started in 1981, so possibly around the same time as X Japan. But they're much harder and much more aggressive than X Japan. So when did you start to like Slayer?
It's when I was 19 years old. I was first grade of the college. Yes. My friends who met at the college. He gave me the Slayer CD.
Right. Oh yeah. So yes, like Nosh says, it was gateway metal. It was you started on soft metal, and it got harder and harder.
Yes. Harder.
Oh yes. I mean, it's a bit like. The Slayer now have broken up. This is their final year, isn't it? Slayer's last year. They've been going since 1981, but now they're all becoming grandfathers and have started to give up.
I cannot help it.
No, Nosh. I'm afraid Nuts is not older than you. She's I would say. I mean, I may put my foot in it here with Nosh. Anyway, I would say she's about 30 years younger. No, 20 years younger.
I'm 21.
There you are. Oh, Nosh is now offended.
Oh, my birthday is coming. My birthday is July 5th.
5th, that's right. Yes, everybody. Nuts' birthday, July. Write this down. Nuts' birthday is on July 5th. She would like for her birthday. Say what you like. So let's get back to the questions. Where oh, this yes, we'll come back to music, but for those people who don't already know this, you are now currently living in Kawasaki, which is a city just to the left of Tokyo. It's about 20 minutes from Tokyo Station. But you are not originally from Kawasaki or Tokyo or that region at all. You're originally from Akita. For those who don't know, Akita is in the far northwest of Japan, just under Hokkaido. So what was the music scene? Let's try. I'm going to try my Japanese again. Oh no, I didn't translate that. Oh yes, I did. Oh dear. No, I didn't. Sorry. Okay. Yes, you've got the Japanese translation there. So you're originally. It's question number 6.
Okay. It's very, very huge.
It's huge and flat. I did have a picture somewhere. Have I got it in my backdrop here? Let's go. Have I got it? No, I didn't.
Oh,
yes, that's for later. That's for, I've gone all orange. But Akita is quite a countryside area, really. There's not a lot of cities in Akita. Yeah. So the question: what was the music scene like in Akita?
Music scene. Tokyo has a lot of music scene. Like, for example, of course, it has metal music scene.
Mm-hmm.
Pop music also, and I don't know what to say. Hikigatari, singing and
playing guitar, yeah. But so in Akita, it's all country music. Japanese country bands. singing about sheep in Akita.
Akita don't have the hikigatari singer. Hikigatari なんて言うんだろう。Singing and singer-songwriter.
Singer-songwriter.
Yes.
The one famous person from Akita that is not a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I know about Akita, that it's flat and it has a famous dog breed. So you moved to Tokyo to be nearer the more happening scene. But yeah, you moved to Tokyo to go to college, presumably. So next question. どれぐらい音楽を勉強しましたか?
Okay. Now I'm fourth grade of musical college, but I haven't studied music properly.
Oh,
just playing the drum.
Because your teachers don't watch YouTube. Nuts was supposed to be doing her music homework, but she came on the show instead.
Of course, I tried to study music a little, and I study the music by teacher.
Mm-hmm.
But now I just playing the drum only.
Right. Yeah. How long? Yes, she's been studying music for 4 years. Well, she's been studying music for 3 years, and then she just moved to the drums.
Yes.
So, do you have to when you in your final year? Do you have to do an exam? Or do you have to write a thesis? Or what do you have?
Yes, I have to.
You have to get a lot of cheat notes because you haven't been going to class. So yes, that goes on to the next question, which I haven't got around to translating or putting into Romaji, but so I can't read it because it's all kanji. Thanks, Rena, but my kanji is a bit rubbish. But so you're not just studying drumming. Well, you were not. You are now, but you were not before. You were studying all different kinds of music, different instruments.
No, I play only drum.
You'll play only drums at college, but so the music study is music theory as well.
Yes. I study the music history and music theory, but but there is don't need for me, so I just playing the drum.
Oh, so you're not bothered about getting good grades. This is people who are studying don't you know. Oh, Frederick is asking, do you know the Garlic Boys?
Garlic?
No.
Garlic? No.
Yes, I'm sure they smell delicious. No idea. Now I have seen on your Facebook page there you have a few videos. You have a video where you put the camera underwater somewhere in Akita. Don't know why, or was it Okinawa? I don't remember. You just put the camera under the water, but that's not the question. But there is also a video of you not playing rock drums, but you're playing what looked like jazz drumming.
I can't play the jazz.
Oh, you can't. Well, I don't know. But the band that you were playing the drums for was playing kind of like lounge music. Yeah, kind of. It wasn't rock. Yeah. It was very soft, sort of lounge music, and you were sort of.
I thought it pop music.
Yeah. I mean, if you had your drums there, I would now ask you to give us an example. we could have some lounge music in the background. So yeah, that's the next question. So you don't really play jazz drums, but you do play other kinds of drumming, but mostly you've been in rock bands, haven't you?
Yes.
Hello? Yes, you've mostly been in rock bands. And I only knew of one band that you'd been in, or two bands that you'd been in, and that was Griever. And before that, you were in Dirty Hole, which look it up on YouTube, people. I mean, there are videos of Nuts playing in Dirty Hole. Yeah. So, that was Nuts' first band, but she's been in 10 bands. Would you believe 10 bands? And could you give us the name of your latest band? Because that's oh no, what's that's right. You put it in comments there. The band you were in before the one you're in now.
Mixture Family Orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
Mixture Family Orchestra. They said. Yeah,
yes, perhaps could you maybe put a link well, perhaps we could get some links for people and put them in comments. Yes, because Kaz is looking surprised. Dirty Hole ? Exclamation mark. Kaz, if you've seen Nuts on Three Old Dudes before, you must know by now that she was in Dirty Hole. But I'm quite surprised that she was in Milky Doll. Yes. What is Dirty Hole exactly? I don't know. It's nothing to do with Milky Doll. And Kaz, if Milky Doll sounds familiar to you, we should all get worried. Frederick, that's probably not a good idea. Checking Urban Dictionary for dirty hole or Milky Doll. Japanese rock bands, yeah.
Yes, Japanese rock band.
Now, where were we? we were in Dirty Hole with a Milky Doll. Now, this is a question. Because Japanese rock bands are quite specific. It's quite an underground scene. The heavy metal scene in Japan is not mainstream, is it? It's not. There's just a small crowd of people in Japan who are really into heavy metal. As a result, in Europe and America, very few people have heard of any Japanese bands. I'm sure people in comments here will say, "Oh, I've heard of so and so," but you're the exception, people. I mean, if you go into a pub in America or England and say, have you heard of Dirty Hole? You probably get punched in the face. But so not a lot of people. What Japanese bands would you recommend people listen to? That should definitely check them out. To broaden their knowledge of Japanese rock music.
Yeah. Well, Onmyoza. Onmyoza, do you know? Japanese?
Oh, well, yeah. What you can maybe type it into comments.
Okay.
Yeah. Totally ASMR. What have you missed? You've missed Dirty Hole and Milky Doll. I'm sorry. Shonen Knife. Yes, I know Shonen. Yeah. Have you heard of Shonen Knife? Nuts?
Shonen Knife?
Mm-hmm. Don't.
I have.
Yeah, kind of like the Ramones, but all girls.
All gyoza. What? All gyoza?
That's a Chinese band. No.
Frederick, you are food terminator. Yes, I heard the name of Shonen Knife, but I haven't heard their song.
It's like the Ramones, but it's three Japanese women, all about my age now.
Well, okay, I recommend. Yeah?
Tokyo Drew's in the house.
餃子の王将数
Pizzicato 5. It's the Pizzicato 5 it's very mild ASMR.
Yeah. Okay. I recommend the America or Europe people. Onmyoza. Onmyoza.
Oishiyu. No, omyoza.
美味しいよ。美味しくない。
That's what they say at the concerts. Oishiyu, oishiyu.
美味しい。
All right. Nosh, of course, being a Japanese fan, Kitos and Dragdown.
Dragdown. Why do you know Dragdown?
Oh, well, I ask Nosh. Nosh is from San Francisco. They know all these kind of things over there.
I have 台湾ってなんて言うんだろう。カズさん、台湾って英語でなんて言いますか？
Rina, translate, quick. What did you say?
皆さん、台湾と同じライブに出ること。なんて言うんだろう。
Yeah, leading on from this, while you're like educating our audience, this is I've run out of time in the coffee shop doing my romajis. All the questions from now on will be English. Question 14: do you think Japanese metal, punk, pop, rock, etc., is different to American and European versions, or is it quite similar?
I think almost Japanese band just copied the America or a foreigner band. So
your band now, Mixture Family Orchestra, is that do they play specifically Japanese stuff or
yeah.
Yes. Your own compositions.
I think Japanese pop music is has a difference of America and Japan because of the Japanese pronunciation is flat.
Yes, there's no intonation. It's
So Japanese pop music's melody is melody is different from the American pop music. English has a group for pronunciation. Of pronunciation. So they have the music. The melody is flat, I think. American.
Oh, that's good. I mean, for all of those who can't sing for to save their lives, we should all start singing Japanese music.
So this is a different of the Japanese pop music and American pop music. But in Japan, Japanese rock music, many songs are singing in English. So just they copied the American rock music.
Yes, so it's I mean, because they have to if they played in Japanese style. I mean, is the Japanese style popular in Japan, or would you say that the American style is more popular?
Yeah,
American style is more popular. Yeah.
American.
Right, I've now switched to Akita, which is right behind me here, which is flat.
Oh,
and we have over there we have Kawasaki. So at night, it's a lovely industrial area you live in, and this is of course you in your non-death metal look. So besides like death metal, when you're needing a break from death metal, what other kinds of music do you listen to?
I'm sorry, question. What's
question number? Yeah, it's all very like organized. This. Do you go? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just like rock music only.
Only rock music. Yeah. No classical. No.
Normal classic music it's bored for me. So I like classical metal music. Classic with metal music.
Oh yes,
like,
yes.
Yeah, like Japan or Halloween. Halloween ちょっと違うか。Yeah. This is yes. This is my favorite.
The crossover between classical and if Manami-san is still watching, Manami does. I mean, she plays covers of heavy metal songs, but instrumental on piano, which is and also she also plays Schubert on piano, which is rather good. But yes, it's sort of a mix between, you know, hard rock. So that's your musical tastes. So do you think you will always be, or will your tastes change? Have your tastes changed, or have you always stayed with bands like Slayer? And because here we've got you, me, and the sort of the aging Slayer here.
Yeah.
And this is an interesting, a Tunisian heavy metal band, Mira.
Yes.
Mira.
Yes, this is my very favorite band.
Right.
Favorite.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
unfortunately, I haven't got any music to play the audience from Mirath, but look up Mirath on YouTube. It will give you an idea. It's not as aggressive as it's more melodic heavy metal, isn't it? Operation Ivy, Screeching Weasel, Sloppy Seconds. I think you're making this up, Nosh. this is just terms you give to the food that you put on Instagram, isn't it? So Mirath is. I remember you posted on Facebook that you couldn't go to Tunisia and see them.
I covered their song.
That's right. Well, yeah, we should really have. I should really have put up a video of your cover. Can you link people to your? Go to Nuts' YouTube channel. Nuts is me, and look up the what's the name of the Mirath cover?
Yes.
Oh, where did you go? I've lost my guest. Hang on, I was just. She pressed the wrong button, I think. Oh dear. I shall contact her online. This is what happens when you've got too many buttons to push.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say you just disappeared. Left me on my own with all these aggressive-looking gents.
Sorry, the Mira's cover name is なんだっけなんだっけ
That was just me saying, quick, press the link.
Okay, I sent the link. Wait a moment.
You need to put Mashu. Well, I'm not sure whether it's Reno or Mashu, but if it's Mashu, I hope it's the Chip Butty video. No pressure.
Your link.
It was line. I was lining Nuts to tell her to click the link again.
Okay.
In the meantime, let's go back to my living room. Oh, whoa! Colors go all crazy. No, let's not go back to my living room. Let's go back to Kawasaki, because my next question is to do with Kawasaki. Leaving to publish a video. Lining nuts. Yes, I'm lining my nuts. It's your dirty mind. It's all that milky hole and milky hole and dirty doll.
Oh shit!
It's the new
so daddy. Fucking daddy.
If you just joined us on Simon no茶の間. I'm a Japanese teacher. I don't know what she'll be thinking. Oh dear. So we've established that you don't like classical music unless it's been adulterated with heavy metal. This is a good question from the audience, from ASMR. He says, "How did Nuts discover that she's into the harder kind of drumming? How did you sort of discover? I mean, that you liked hard drumming as opposed to just sort of soft jazz." Maybe because you bought your first drums when you were 16?
Yes, 16. Yes, 16.
Hi, Daniel. Our friend from Kyushu.
Oh, こんばんは.
He's just got a few minutes. He's just dived out of the bushes. sprung out of a drifting car.
Wasabi close.
Can you link the channel, please? Yes, I shall get my guest to do that. Put your channel. Can you just like copy and paste your channel into comments? Yeah, I should have put that in the actual Hangout description, but you know, absent-minded middle-aged chap that I am, did not. Very busy, very busy. Daniel is very busy. It's Saturday. I'm not very busy.
Does she play in one band or different bands, or is she even standalone?
Solo drummer. Are you a solo drummer, or do you play in lots of different bands? But you play just in one band at the moment, I think, don't you?
Now.
Mm-hmm.
Now I like standalone.
Oh, you're standalone. So yeah.
Yeah, but
rent a drummer. So.
Yeah.
But she has been in was in a band at college called the Mixture Family Orchestra, which sounds very safe. But before that, she was in Milky Doll, and before that in Griever, and before that in Dirty Hole, and like about 7 other bands that we don't know about.
She had no yet channel.
Yeah, she does have a YouTube channel. Put your YouTube channel in comments.
I have YouTube.
Oh, right. Mash is going to link it.
Not that we can't link. Oh.
Apparently, there's a joke in America that a good drummer never has his own set of drums, but the bad drummers always have their own set. Is this true in Japan? Well, it's true in my case. I mean, let's have a look. There's my drums, which I never bothered to.
Oh.
Which is like a 25-year-old jazz drum kit, and I have my own set, and I can vouch that I'm a very bad drummer.
Yeah.
So while we're still in Kawasaki, and while Mashu is kindly linking everybody your YouTube site, what are your favorite places in Kawasaki? You've lived there now for 2 years?
川崎好きなところ。nearby my house.
Near your, well, yeah. I mean, there's the Ghibli Museum, isn't there, or is it a ramen museum? Nosh was saying there's a ramen museum.
I haven't gone.
No.
Yeah.
Ramen museum, big, yes, it's food, so it's a ramen. So he would, yes. But there's a temple, Daishi something or other, Daishi Jingu or something. Like that.
I haven't been to there.
You haven't been to there either. Nuts has not been to the cultural highlights of Kawasaki. moving swiftly on.
I like Yokohama. Or
oh yeah, that's only down the road, isn't it? I mean, it's Chinatown in Yokohama. I mean, the nearest I've been to Yokohama is Shin Yokohama. I passed through it at speed. That was Yokohama.
in
Yeah. Daniel says, I went to the ramen museum, just 3 minutes.
Just 3 minutes.
Come on, Tish. Do Kawasaki or Yokohama have live houses that focus on metal? Or do you just have to go to Tokyo for that?
あんのかな
You don't know.
I don't know.
He's not. Just go. She gets out of her house, goes to Tokyo, comes back.
Yes, in Kichijoji, Kichijoji is Tokyo. I often went to the Kichijoji Crescendo and played the drum with Kei-san. Kei-san desu. Yes, but I have not played the rock metal music in Kanagawa Prefecture.
They're yet to discover you. Yes. But so you've not really explored. So my next question could be completely redundant then. But you live in Kanagawa. You live in Kawasaki, which is next to the Tama River. Yeah. So have you been to the Kawasaki and Futako Tamagawa firework displays? Because yeah. You've seen those. Yeah. You've been to those.
2 years ago, maybe. Yes, maybe 2 years ago. I went to the Futako Tamagawa fireworks festival. Yeah.
I've heard that it's really nice because you can get right down to the river and watch the displays.
Yeah. But there was so crowded.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Because you can easily get down to the river. Like 400,000 people all go down to the river. It's very cozy.
Cozy.
So also, I've got this picture of Akita back in behind me here, and you recently went back to visit, judging from your Facebook photos. And how often do you actually go back?
Every summer, August, August.
So after your birthday, you're going to go back.
No. Stay here. Every August and every in the end of the year and first of the year.
Ah, yes. It's a bit like me. I go back to England twice a year. I'm going back in the summer, and then and over Christmas I go back as well. How long does it take on the Shinkansen? Or do you
4 hours. 4 hours.
4 hours. Oh, that's not too bad.
Go to Akita. 4 hours.
All right. Tokyo Drew is thanking everybody for everybody lining him and emailing him and tweeting him with your with your YouTube channel.
Thanks you for the email and
Simon Stalker research skills. I mean, it's I know where she lives. She told me. I know you live in San Francisco. Very shortly, I shall know which street and the Google Maps. How much is a Shinkansen ticket to Akita return?
It's expensive.
Yeah, it was like more than 20,000 yen.
No, it's いくらだ? It's about 20,000. Yes. 違う。それって往復ってカズさん往復ってなんて言います?
Kaz, quickly answer. We have a 15-second lag, but yes.
リナちゃんでもいいや。往復ってなんて言う?
That was hilarious. No, that's the wrong question. Yes, that's Robert finding your house on Google Maps. No, we were asking.
Okay. Thank you, リナちゃん. Both way, the sum is about more than more than 30,000.
Wow.
Thousand. Yes.
So that's like 80 quid is about 80 euros is about 9,000 yen. So yeah, wow. That's a $190, 240 euros. I'm glad if I go, I'll be. I might not be going to Akita, but I'll be. I get the Japan Rail Pass, so it saves me a bit of money. $280. Yes, you won't be going to Akita very often on your trip. Hey, Bilko. Yes, you're late.
Oh, hello.
You've missed Milky Hole and Dirty Doll. We've still got 14 minutes, Bilko. Yeah. So there's a 5-day pass for JR East. I get the 3-week pass. Costs me, I got it for everywhere. It costs me about. Well, I will be getting the 3-week pass for everywhere. It costs me about 500 euros, which is a lot. But and lining nuts. Yes. This program will be remembered for band names more than anything else. So we're nearly on the last question. We could spin this.
Okay.
So what are your plans? What are your plans? Because you now are a solo drummer, open for hire. Would you prefer to be in a band and go on tour and record, or would you prefer to be a session musician?
I wanted to be a band drummer, play in a band, but now I don't play in a band now, so I'm thinking about that. I wanted to be a event planner of music.
So like organizing musical events.
Yes. This is plan. This is a plan now.
That's your plan. This is once you graduated, or even before you graduate. So Yokohama and Akita will get heavy metal live house venues organized.
Yes.
Not abroad is an interesting question. Just jumping to another question here. Who do you feel is the best drummer, alive or dead? Personally, he picks Phil Collins. I didn't know Phil Collins was dead.
Phil Collins, I don't know.
You don't know Phil Collins. You're all right. I mean, it's Genesis. It's before your time. You have to say Yoshiki, presumably. No.
Yoshiki's alive.
Yeah.
I like Yoshiki, but now I like. I have many favorite drummers. For example, Mike Portnoy. He is the Dream Theater's drummer.
Drum theater. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, this is new to me. Is this a sort of a band, or is it like a drumming experience?
Yeah.
Like it's just pure drumming, or is it in a band? Is it a band? Is drum theater a band, or is it just is it like taiko or something?
It's band.
A band. Drum theater.
Band. Yes, progressive metal band from America.
Mm.
And the former drummer, Mike Portnoy.
Mm.
Yes, I like his phrases.
Crazy drummers.
Yes, his playing is so tricky, and strange.
Mm.
So,
What was that track you were practicing before? Where I was saying you were doing the triple bass beat. That's not from him, is it? No, that was a different one. Where
yes.
Is that from Dream Theater? That's from
Yes.
that. Oh yeah, because it was very complex. Like you said, it's like a puzzle. You're having to put it together.
Yes.
My drumming tastes are much more simple.
Thanks.
My favorite one of my favorite drummers is Mo Tucker from Velvet Underground, and who else? Nick Knox from the Cramps, and there's a very pattern emerging here. It's very simple drumming.
Yeah, very simple is the best. Simple is the best.
Simple is the best. That's that's the way of describing this show.
It's so simple.
Good pick. Who are you saying? Mike Portnoy or Mo Tucker? Nosh. Nosh being from San Francisco, I suspect it's Mo Tucker. But hang on. Have you've got no drums in your house, have you? I might just play out the show. Gets drums.
Oh.
I mean, it's a show about drumming, so I get my drum. Just make sure it's about 40 years old. This drum, so it's not as old as me. Let's just see. Does it? Okay, drumsticks. Oh. Where did I put my drumsticks? I put my drumsticks behind my green screen, of course. All right, I have to get a stand-up bass. Oh, hi-hat. Velvet Underground. Yay! Velvet Underground. How old are my drumsticks? My drumsticks are slightly younger. I got this drumstick. I got this drumstick in 1986 in Liverpool, I think. I broke the fourth wall? Yeah. So I mean, my favorite drumming goes something like this. Something like that. I don't know how loud that was. Whether people's ears are now bleeding, I'm not sure. But I mean, when I was at art college, I liked the Cramps, and I liked sort of 60s punk. People like the Seeds and the Music Machine, and I also liked Iggy Pop, that kind of stuff. You might be deaf now. But there was a band. I mean, because there's a connection between the kind of music I was listening to and the kind of music Nuts likes, and that was a band. Nuts likes Slayer, and Slayer did a tribute to Black Flag, and I'm now going to sort of make your ears bleed with a Black Flag song as sung by the lead singer of Slayer. So if I just transfer to this, it's fuzzy video again, I'm afraid, people, but. Let's just go back.
It's not my imagination. I've got a gun in my back.
you what, that was Dave Amaria, the lead singer of Slayer, singing a classic Black Flag song from 1981, I think. Just to get completely demonetized. But we're coming to the end of the show now. So all those who want to find out more about Nuts, please go to Nuts' channel, which Tokyo Drew will put it up on his website. Because he's now got the link. I'm not quite sure. Did everybody hear that? Everybody's ears now thoroughly cleared. Stevie Nicks was hot. Kaz, get a grip. So, Natalie saw Black Flag. Line what? Line what? Email. Yeah. Yes. So, assuming everybody heard that. Everybody's now going to flood Tokyo Drew's email with Nuts' link. Yes, yeah, people's ears are ringing now. But I would like to thank Nuts for joining us. Nuts is now going to practice her drumming and catch up on her homework. Because Monday she has to go to college.
Yes.
I have to go
Tomorrow I have to go to session.
On Sunday? You've got college on Sunday? Oh dear.
No, not college. I will go to session with my friends. Just friends.
All right, okay. Yeah, you're going to do some recording. You're going to do some recording.
Yeah.
And so next week, folks, my guest for next week had to reschedule. It was a special effects artist from Canada, but lots of work came up, and she was booked for next week, but she will be now appearing in September. So next week, I may or may not, I don't know, I may be doing another live stream, wandering about a random historic Belgium city, unless I can find a guest in the next 7 days. I may see you live from a Belgian city again. But thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoyed the show. If you've got any more questions, ask Tokyo Drew. How about the Q&A? That's a good idea, ASMR. I could do a Q&A. Then I wouldn't have to pay the train fare to go to or buy a gimbal. Because but yes, we shall see. You will hear announcements about it in the week, what will be happening. But thank you for joining, everybody. For now, I'd like to thank Nuts for joining us. Arigatou gozaimasu.
ありがとうございました。
Okay, we shall say goodbye and see you all next week. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.